Hi, everybody. Dr. Cali Estes, the Addictions Coach, the Addictions Academy, and the Life Coach Method. I want to talk to you individually today on this podcast without my co-host because, number one, she's sick, but number two, I have a very important message for you. So I understand right now we are in unprecedented times, if you will, right? We have the issue in the Ukraine. It's got everybody upset. We have the issue with gas pump rising. Food is being delayed. You can't get the things you need. Prices are through the roof, right? This is a lack mentality. Now, I understand there's a war in the Ukraine. That's a little bit different. But what we have here in the United States is a lack mentality, meaning I can't get stuff. I lack being able to get stuff. It's called a lack mentality. I cannot access it. I cannot afford it. So I see these memes all over social media. One says, you're worried about the gas price, but you should be grateful you're not in the Ukraine. So that is a very convoluted way of thinking. It's saying you're really dealing with this problem, but instead of dealing with it, we're going to divert you to another problem and say, at least you don't have that, right? It's like you're sick, you have a cold, you don't feel good, and someone going, well, at least you don't have cancer. Suck it up. That's that mentality. That's a little odd. The second thing I see people saying is, look at the gas pump. It's going up. It's going up. It's going up. I'm going to blame the government. I'm going to blame the trucker convoy. I'm going to blame this. I'm going to blame that. All of that is happening. When we are in a position where we feel pushed up against a wall, backed into a corner, we lash out. I want you to stop for a second and think, what can I do? I can't control the cost of gas. I can't control the fact that I can't get my favorite paper towels. I can't control the war in the Ukraine. I have no control over any of these things. What I can do is create more income to pay for the gas pump, to maybe order the supplies online if I can find them, and to send money to the people in the Ukraine. That would help. That's what you can do. Now, the backside of that is most people realize, oh my goodness, all this is going on. It's negative, 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 negative. I can't do anything. They get paralyzed in times of crisis. So we see people with trauma in times of crisis flourish, right? We see people that don't have trauma in times of crisis panic. What's happening is a panic mentality. I can't afford the gas pump. I can't afford this yogurt I want. I can't afford this thing, whatever it is. Now, it's going to sound strange when I tell you this. Best thing you can do is create a stream of income. Now, that may cost you money, right? You might need to create flyers, cost money. You might need to create business cards, cost money. You might need to take a class online, cost money, right? Pitbull said, scared money don't make money, and that is correct. So if you're sitting there saying, I have $30 in my bank account, I can't possibly spend this $30 to make business cards because I need this for food. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Every one of my 6 companies I have created with $30 in my bank account, up to $300. That's it. I didn't get a loan. I didn't get an investor. I didn't write a business plan. I didn't do any of that shenanigans stuff you're supposed to do. I said, I'm going to print business cards. I'm going to print flyers. I'm going to go out and hand them out. I will get a client. Or I'm going to create a LinkedIn profile, which is free, and market it on my Facebook. I will get a client. There are things you can do within the confines of what you have. The problem is you're sitting here saying, I don't have anything. That's the problem. You have to think of what can I do, right? Think of it this way. You need extra income. Is there a room in your house you can Airbnb? Is there an additional piece to your house you can Airbnb? Is there a mother-in-law suite? Okay. People are renting their cars out for additional income. You can rent your RV or your boat that's just sitting there in storage for income. If you're a stay-at-home mom and you say, I don't have any money, and you're into couponing, I just saw a girl on our neighborhood watch group take her extreme couponing and sell it. She went out and had all these products that she got for free. She couponed, she watched, she got free product, set it all up in her garage and said, come to my house. I'm going to sell it for less than what it's being sold for in the store. So right now, a gallon or 5 gallons or whatever they are, the big laundry detergent of Tide that costs you $12 to $15 in the store, she's selling for $8. Guess what? She's making $8 profit on something that cost her pennies on the dollar because she couponed. That's a side hustle. So she's going to walk away with money because people are going to say, wow, why would I pay $15 for Tide when I can pay $8? Make sense? Absolutely. My sister, who's not on today, has a friend who does donations. She says, donate me your baby stuff. Donate it. She resells it for a profit. It's a side hustle. It brings her additional income. These are things you can do, and sometimes the side hustle becomes a main hustle. When I was in my early 20s, I was a certified massage therapist in the state of Pennsylvania, and I used it as a side hustle. I used it to get through college. I did massage for a massage company, and they paid me $35 an hour. That was good money for a college kid back in the 90s and the 00s. So then I said, well, why not do this correctly? Do it like a main hustle. And I was in Westchester, Pennsylvania with no money. And I went around and I ran into a chiropractor who had a building. And I said, this is what I do. I do massage. He said, well, I already have a massage therapist. I said, let's start a wellness center. Let's have all kinds of stuff. Massage, yoga, Reiki, acupuncture. And he looked at me and said, what a great idea. Why don't you rent one of the rooms? It's $400. I said, I don't have $400. I have $0. But I can get those people to rent that and split the room. And that's what I did. I found 4 other people to split that $400 a month with me. So I paid $100, and then I charged $99 a massage. So in 1 month, I had to do 1 massage to pay my rent. Now I have the rest of the month as free money. And he had great foot traffic. So I took his little sign and stuck it outside. I stood outside. I handed out my business card to every person walking by. We were near the courthouse in Westchester, on Gay Street in Westchester. So I did that on nothing, $0. That's a side hustle. That became a main hustle. And then we sold the company. We actually sold Westchester Wellness Center, and it's still there today, almost 20 years later. So what I'm telling you is you don't have to have a lot of money, but you have to have a lot of grit. You have to have a want or a need to make that happen. And now is the time. Things are going up. Prices are going up. The chicken I buy my dog was $6 a piece. It's now $12. It's doubled for the same amount of food for my dog, right? Same amount of food for me. Same amount of food for you. And people say, oh, just buy cheaper, buy something cheaper. That's a weird mentality to me because you have a quality of something you like. You don't want to buy cheaper, right? If you're a woman and you buy makeup, you don't buy makeup at CVS, unless you're 15. You don't buy makeup at Walmart. You buy makeup from a makeup counter at Macy's. You buy Lancome, you buy Clinique, you buy makeup, you buy MAC, right? It's good for your skin. Well, it's not really good for your skin. It's better for your skin than the garbage at Walmart. But there's a reason you want quality. The same reason you don't go to the dollar store and buy pots and pans. They're going to break. It's better to spend the $200 on a pot and have it for 2 or 3 years than the $15 on a pot and have it for a week and have to buy another one, and another one, and another one, and another one. It'll cost you more in the long run. So what I'm saying to you is I understand what's going on. I understand you're scared. I understand you're frustrated. I understand you're panicked. And when I talk about increasing abundance and making money, people say, I don't have any money. I can't make money. That's a mentality, right? That is a thought process. And I posted this a couple weeks ago on my Instagram, and I had a troll. I always have a troll. They came on and said, well, how dare you say poverty is a mindset? Poverty is a mindset. I've been homeless twice. I grew up in a very, very poor household. And I left when I was 19 because I didn't want to be poor, and I didn't want to follow in the footsteps of working a job right out of high school in retail. At the best, I might be a manager at 40 grand. I didn't want that for myself. I wanted more. I knew I had more to give back. I could do more, okay? But I didn't have any money. So I had jobs, and I ended up homeless, and I was sleeping in my car. And at one point, I was sleeping out in Huntington Beach in a sleeping bag. So I didn't have all these resources that wealthy people or rich people have to give their kids. I had no resources. My father was successful, but didn't share it with me. My mother, she was same job since she was in high school and $13 an hour. She didn't know how to get out of that. Her mindset was go to work, get a paycheck, get a pension. Now there is no pension. You're going to work till you're 70 and you'll be lucky if Social Security is $300. So you cannot rely on that. You cannot rely on the government's funds to help you or money you paid in for 30 or 40, 50 years. You have to think outside the box. And 99.9% of people panic and say, I can't do that. Well, I'm here to tell you that you can think outside the box. And not only that, you need to think outside the box. Because if you don't, you will be in lack. And lack is panic. I don't have money for food. I don't have money for the rent. I don't have money for this, that, and the other thing. Now, I'm not telling you to go out and get into an MLM. I'm not telling you that. So please don't think I have to run out and join this MLM and sell crap to my friends. That's not what I'm saying. But there are things you can learn to do to help yourself. One is coaching. Of course, I'm going to plug my company. Shameless plug coming right here. You want to be a life coach? They make between $75 to $125 an hour with the certification. That's ICF accredited. We are. The Addictions Academy is ICF accredited. The life coach method is ICF accredited. If you want to be a life coach, you should do that. If you want to be an addictions coach or an interventionist, now is the time because addiction has gone up 30 to 40%. Mental health has gone up 30 to 40%. People are not going to therapy anymore. They're going to coaching. Here's why. I've been a clinician for 27 years, so I have done every facet of therapy. CBT, NLP, DBT, all of it, TC, I've done therapy. Therapy approaches you as if you're broken and I need to fix you. Coaching approaches you as if you're whole and I need to make you better. Let that sit for a second. Broken to be fixed or whole to be the best version of yourself you can. That's why I do coaching. That's why I teach coaching. I teach addiction coaching. I teach life coaching. The new life coach method is going to blow you out of the water. It really is. It's taking the principles of therapy and throwing them into the accountability of coaching and making it so powerful and so amazing that your clients get transformation fast. That's what you want. So if you make a small little investment in yourself, whatever that is, to become a coach, you could turn around and make that money back. For example, if you came to my Addictions Academy, it's $999, $1,000, right? We do payment plans. You come to us, you pay the $1,000. How many clients do you need to make that back? Well, if you charge $125 an hour, which is going rate, you should have no problem getting that. $125 an hour. How many sessions do you need to make that back? Think about that for a second. Right? 125, 250, 375, 500. Repeat that twice. That's 8 hours of your time helping 1, 2, 3, 4 people to get your money back. Now, after that 8 hours, it's all pure profit. So this is very simple. You can build a LinkedIn page. You can market on Facebook. You can do a few lives. You can grab a TikTok account. All of these things are free. All of it. With us, you get a free directory listing. You get 2 of the largest networking groups on Facebook. You get a job board. All of this stuff, there is no reason you shouldn't have a client. It's that simple. So investing in yourself is something you need to do. It's something you need to take the time, energy, and effort to do. I'm always investing in myself. I'm always looking at what's the next thing I need to learn. I just took a course on negotiating with one of the top FBI negotiators. Why? Because I want to be better. I want to be better at what I do. I want to be better at what I can offer my clients. Maybe you don't want to do coaching. Figure out what you can do to add value and increase your income. That is the key for today's podcast. And I'm doing a short podcast because I want you to get off with me and start figuring out what your side hustle is that can be your main hustle. That's important. Side hustle, main hustle. If you hate your job and you hate going to work 9 to 5 and you hate the people, you're in the wrong field and you're probably not making enough money. So creating abundance, solving your problem, stop looking at the gas pump going, oh my God, to fill my tank, it cost me an extra $25. I can't handle this. Oh my God, it's awful. And figure out how to make that $25. Because if you're complaining about it, you're in lack. If you're in action phase, solution phase, you're getting things done. If you have questions on this, want help or guidance, reach out to me. Check out the websites. See if you want to grab a class with us. We're at 1-800-706-0318, extension 2. Look me up, follow with the podcast, and I will talk to you soon.